Family, family, whoa, family, whoa, family, whoa, family, whoa, whoa, Black Betty, family, whoa, Black Betty, family, Black Betty had a child, family, the damn thing gone wild, family, she said a word out of mine, family, the damn thing gone blind, family, I said, oh, Black Betty, family, whoa, Black Betty, family, whoa, Black Betty, family, whoa, Black Betty, family, she's from Birmingham, family, way down in Alabama, family, well, she's shaking that thing, family, boy, she makes me sing, family, whoa, Black Betty, family, whoa, Black Betty, really gets me high, family, you know that's no lie, family, she's so rock steady, family, man, she's always ready, family, whoa, Black Betty, family, whoa, Black Betty, family, whoa, Black Betty, family, whoa, Black Betty, family, Black Betty had a child, family, the damn thing gone wild, family, she said a word out of mine, family, the damn thing gone wild, family, said, oh, Black Betty, family, whoa, Black Betty, family, go!
Okay, so we got a stage length of 70 laps tonight. Pretty fantastic stuff there. Got a great rundown of all the drivers. You see them listed up right there. So really excited to see what we're going to get thrown down tonight at Bristol. Here, getting thrown down live at LTB. And we got NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series. It's Bristol, baby, and it's time to get her done. All right, folks, so we are just going to be tuning in here in just a moment and getting this race fired up and ready to rock. Waiting on Ty-Mac to give us the Roger to green here as I get out of this thing and get ready to jump on back into it. All right, folks, give us one moment here as we are about ready to go racing. All right, folks, so we are jumping into this thing and getting into it pretty quickly here, I think. I may have got us in a little early, but we're going to find out here. All right, folks, so we're just waiting on the start of tonight's race. Give us one moment. Be right back.
Welcome to a world where you can feel more. A world where you can see with sound. A world where you can feel force at your fingertips. Welcome to a new world of immersion.
PlayStation.
All right, folks, we are in it. LTB coming at you live. NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series, Bristol, coming into lap 2. And we're sitting directly on board with Longshot in the 37 machine. Everybody up and running here. And we're going to tune in on our leader. All right. Barrett in the number 14 machine looks like he's taking off, trying to get himself a little bit nice on the Excel on the lead here. And we do apologize a little about sound earlier in, but I believe that we are good to go. Just tuning in here. This is NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series. We're at Bristol. We got 50% race. We got some contact toward the back here, not too wide here. Side by side. Look at this. We got Marley in the 12 car. Sitting high, trying to find himself a line right there, but he is just surrounded by all kinds of cars. You see Mucka right there, CEO Front Row Racing, and he's trying to get himself up in the mix of this thing. So far, everyone's still trying to get these tires up and, warmed up, of course, get that stick. We're going to look for these cars to settle in. About middle line is what I was described as the faster line throughout the race, at least for tonight's. And of course, you're seeing cars already running up to highs. You're seeing the 77, finding that outside line. Ooh, but look at that though. When you find that outside line, the problem is they ain't a lot of room to save it there, as we just seen. As he gets contact to the wall, bounces down low, and gets missed by a bunch. There's a Ty-Mac in the 24 as we're right along with the Bowman Nation in the 88. Timac started a little bit more toward the rear of the field, so we're going to see what he can get done in tonight's race as he's charging through. So far, looking pretty good. Not seeing a lot of damaged cars out there. Everyone's trying to keep it together. Good start to tonight's race. Great view right here. You see them kind of spread around. Everyone's trying to find that grip, find that line. You see 24 finding that center line. The 88's finding the bottom line right now. PC Panthers in the number 13 car. And he's riding a little bit more toward the high line. Getting a whip out of there, trying to get that front, that straightaway speed, and that's all about your exit. So, you know, your entry starts with your entries, obviously. You know, rotating through the center and then, of course, trying to launch these things out. But trying to get it stuck as well. You know, to get these things to stick, they've got a lot of horsepower. Right now they're doing all right because these things, you know, got a lot of rubber on the tires still. You know, all the temperature's starting to build up. Everyone's feeling pretty sporty. As you can see, the 17 now Shadow outside the 24 Timac on the inside, looking pretty good there. Holding the bottom, coming out, but doesn't get the drive that he's looking for to clear the 17 at this time. Dropping on board with the 24 now. We see a pretty good battle happening, and this is all for the 10th and around 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th positions right here. Timac now trying to find that inside line and making it stick. He does. Right through the center there, but still drag racing with the 17 as they continue side by side battling. See the 24 just a little loose right there, trying to hold the bottom. Holding the bottom nicely. Ooh. Ryan Schreck right there in the 19. Oh, and massive contact. 13's in it, 24's in it. 19 was right there. We just happened to tune in to the 19 as he gets a good view of what went down. Looks like some contact between the cars up in the wall. But there is no cautions to tonight's race here, so it's all about getting that thing back pointed the right direction and getting her going again. Time on track, so your recoveries do matter, and now, of course, there is damage as well. So you can be fighting with that through tonight's race. So we're jumping back on board with the leader, and that is the 14 car of Barry Nate. He's got himself a pretty decent hot rod here as he's finding the outside line. Woo, side by side with Flash in that 47. Flash now looking, searching, finding the dig right there. Coming out, and I believe he's going to try to take this lead away from him. He does. Clears him. New leader, Flash 9. But look at this. You got all kinds of lap traffic. The 77. And who's that on the bottom? But they are just roadblocking like no one's business right now. Trying to get by. The 41. Oh, no. Contact all kinds with the leaders. Leader now trying to make his way by the 14. Finding the bottom. 47 high to the outside, swoops around him, trying to clear right now, does, but he's not, it's not over. Oh man, what a battle right now. This is a mixed up. You see the 47 on the outside, 77 on the inside. 77's a lap down car right now, trying to hold on to his lead lap, but doesn't now. Now the 14 clears up underneath all that. He gets himself back into the second position. Here comes the 77 racing back at it again. Left down car. Here we go. All right, now this is where it starts. The driver's temperature will start to boil. And the race intensity will definitely pick up like as it hasn't already. But this is Bristol. Getting it done right here. Look at these high bankings. We're looking, like I said, 24 to 28 degree progressive bankings. This half-mile track is nothing but go fast right here. Drivers always do describe it as flying a fighter jet in a gymnasium type of thing. Pulling some really hard cheese through these turns. Man, not only would it be wearing in real life, but it's also wearing in the digital life as well. These wheels are not easy to control. The pedals have all kinds of force feedback, and it takes a lot of muscles and whatnot to actually maneuver these cars through these treacherous short tracks especially. There's no room to break here. As we jump on board the leader, of course, the Flash 9 coming back up on some lap down traffic, trying to find his way through as they're roadblocking as well. 10 car now finding his way to the outside. They're just kind of stuck that way. They're racing each other. 47 come up. He got to show himself some patience as he's getting through these lap cars. The lap cars will destroy you, or can destroy your race if you're not patient. There are great times to actually pass, throughout any race actually. No matter where you're at, each track has an optimal time to pass a car, especially a lap car. So it's all about that timing. You need to go up a little bit on the straightaways because you see him, you're coming into a lap car really quick, and you know you're going to be up on them when you're through the center or through a treacherous part of the track. Again, a lot of that has to play, it does play a crucial role and factor in the leaders on how they maneuver their way through lap traffic. All right, let's back up just a little bit here now. Now we're starting to get into the mix. So we got past Marley. We're riding along with him in that 12 Penske Ford. Front row racing's right here. He's getting it done. Looks like he's still sitting in that around top 10 action. That's Timac now moving up. So let's see if we can get on board with Timac as he is starting to pick up some positions as I'm gathering here. So now you're on board with Timac in that 24. Up to 9th position right now, folks. So you're looking a little bit further ahead. See some lap cars there. And everyone's going to be mixed up tonight here, folks, due to the fact that this is a no caution style of format for tonight's race. KB Showtime was putting on the wrong kind of show, not what he was looking for right there. Just happened to tune in contact with another car, not sure if a lap or lead or whatnot, but he got himself hard contact into the wall there. You see his hood buckled pretty good. That's all right though. That's when they got hammers and that Maribon and whatnot in the garage. They're gonna go and pound that thing out to be fine. It is Bristol too. You gotta worry too much about aero. It's about keeping the wheels on the car. I mean, per se, all right. You don't want the whole thing caved in and stuff, dude, because wear on some things. You kind of want a bumper to push other cars around with. All right, so we're just kind of jockeying around just a little bit here. Nice stationary view. Got everybody rotating through the screen. Now there's a 24 coming across your picture. Now this is all front stretch right here coming across the line. Yeah, we have 22 laps remaining in stage 1 as we starting to see these tires starting to give up a little bit as we tune in with our leader. Or was our leader of no longer. Let's see, let's back up a little bit. So it looks like the 14 has got a hold of him and got past the 47. Now, could that have been with some lap traffic or whatnot? We don't know because everyone is pretty mixed up right now. Now, let's go ahead and see if we can rotate through a little bit here. Looking for the 14. Whoa, just as we do that, look at that. All kinds of squirrel action. Wobbles, wiggles, holding on to it. 17 find himself all kinds of battling getting done. Looks like Shadow right there trying to battle with the 77 of Duh. All right, back on KB Showtime here. KB looked like he, trying to put on his deal. He got himself a little bit of a skirmish there, and he got the worst end of it. But he's still maintaining. Car's pointing in the right direction. Can't ask for anything better than that right now. That's what you want to do. Just time on track, folks. It's all we worry about. No matter where you're at, as long as you're going fast, that is going to pay off at the end. All right, got on board with long shot right here. Let's take a ride with long shot and see how See how it's faring up here. So we've got a few laps left until the end of stage 1. All right, up on your screen, you see him up on the right. A lot of wheel action here. Nice and steady down the back stretch, to dive in. Brings it out to the about middle line. So that's like the preferred line right there. Not up against the wall, but a good distance up. Now he's pretty close there, as you see. Now he's chasing that thing. Look how he's really into the center, comes out, and then he might do a little right action and keep that thing pointed straight down the stretches here. A lot of wheel turn here, and this short track at its best. Man, great view right there, coming from long shot, the number 37. All right, dropping on board, I believe our leader here. Yep, sure is. Very Nate here is, man, he's been killing it. He started up front, beginning of the race. Flash gets past him, and now look like he has gotten back by Flash 9. Now chasing in, and pretty much it's looking as if we have good, maybe 12, 10 cars left on the lead lap. This pace continues up. 11 laps remaining in stage 1. And Barry's really doing himself an awesome job here, making his way through traffic, maintaining his slide and at present speed. Showing some patience, not burning off his car. Now this is one, big go fast run for stage 1 and I believe stage 2. So no fuel and whatnot tires. It's kind of run what you brung. And then stage 3 is where it's really gonna matter. So that's gonna be that green flag stop. You're gonna have to come down and get that go-go juice, tires, and then get back out there. So that's going to be the on and off pit road. Of course, the coming out is treacherous, just as treacherous as coming in. And of course, picking the right one. That's I know it sounds really absurd, but you can easily get backwards here, coming to the wrong pit. Being that there are 2 pit lanes here. So you really got to mark yourself. Find your mark on your track. Know where you're at, because sometimes you just get focused on the track and just run. I mean, lap after lap after lap, trying to just listen to the motor, keeping her in the rhythm that you're setting. And that's what this race is all about. Most races are all about. It's that rhythm. It's listen to that motor in and out. I mean, you don't have to think about it. All you gotta do is listen. Just like once the motor gets a certain RPM, you know you're coming off. Right now, riding on board with Flash, starting to excel and take off away from the rest of the field here. Just a little bit. I can see him here on the tracker. You see him trailing, not by much. But it's that clean air, that free track. I mean, look at this. 47 of Flash 9 is all up in the mix of this thing. As we are coming up to our last lappers of stage 1. There it is. 47 is going to go ahead and bring it home, and I believe for the second place, and I believe the stage winner is going to go to the 14 car. Barry showed himself some strength in the beginning of this Net right there. He is. Yep. All right, so we got the 14 in that P1. Looks as if NASCAR King in that P2. So I was a little off. Oh, Marley in that 3rd position. All right, Mucka in the 4th, Shadow 5th. Long shot 6th, Flash 9 7th, Timac 8th. Well, we got right there until that stops. All right. Yep, let's see. Roman Nation, I think, rounds out our top 10, but oh yeah, okay, yep. So that does round out our top 10. But here we go, folks. We're gonna get green here. Dropping some hammers right now, Bristol. Getting her done. NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series. We're on the 14-1 stage 1 winner. And he's going to go ahead. Great launch off the start. Stage 2 underway. 9 car on the outside. Power move right there. 9-car NASCAR King trying to show his power as he finished in that second position, and now he wants that lead. He's got a hold of it now. Now let's see what the 14 can get done. Now the 14 was passed once before by the 47, and he was able to maintain and got back around him again. So that's what you guys really got to focus on, is your patience here, especially for the leaders. As you see, drifted back a little bit. Flash 9 going for it, sitting into the bottom. Mucka on the outside, Holden. Looks like the 37 of Longshot's also in this fight. This is all side-by-side action. You see first and second right there, third, fourth, fifth. Fifth is Timac. It looks as if Shadow's in that sixth position. Nope, fifth position. Timac's in that fourth position, moving on up. Flash 9 sitting in about the 7th, 8th position. Mucka trying to move his way forward and doing so on the bottom, getting a bite. Now see if we get the whole thing. He does, clears, gets back to the outside, dragging along Flash 9, the 47 running along with. Got the Sunny D Machine up next. That's 17, I believe, of Shadow. Shadow running himself a great races. He's riding around in that 6th position, 7th, 8th right here, 9th, following with the 77 right there on deck. A lot of cars were trapped a lap down. I think we got almost like 11, 12 cars left on the lead lap. So we're going to try to keep focused on these top 10ers. And we'll get more accustomed and used to them by the time we're done with tonight's race, I guarantee you. As we're riding on board with Mucka, CEO Front Row Racing, finding his way around tonight's track. You see the leaders right in front of him with the 9-car still holding on after he jumped around on the outside during the restart. All right, landed on bad pass. Marley right now in that 3rd position. Go get some, Marley. I'm so stoked for him, dude. Getting that Penske Ford around this track is a feat in its own, just because he's challenged, man. You got that Ford in him, so lacking that power and stuff. But he'll be all right. Nah, just kidding, Mark. Go get some, man. He's all up on it right now, and he's dragging along that Chevy right there with it, because here it comes. Timac now getting himself a mad run, but we're on deck with the 12-car. 12-car just trying to just narrow up his car a little bit as he's getting a great run. Oh, they look like, the 14. Or is that the 11? Am I calling it all? No, I was right. Yeah, 14's on the, got a mad run. He was looking past the 9. Now the 12 car is trying to make his run, because here comes company. You got the 24 car Timac. He's chopping at the bit. He want to get around these guys. You know, Marley's like, I want that clean air. Let me get out of here. Because, I mean, the more that these guys slow down, the more people that are going to be coming up on the 12 car 6. And the part is going to get real big real soon. Got the 17 now barreling in. With Flash 9, and Mucka. So they're all starting to catch. These guys continue side by side for the lead. The 14 and 9 drag race. 14 wants it back. 9 cars on the outside. 14 down to the bottom. Holding it tough. 12 cars just like, I don't know which way to go. I mean, you're not supposed to go 3 wide here, but I mean, that looks like a lot of fun in front of me. Why not add to it? 12 cars still waiting patiently for his way to clear and his moment to clear. As you're looking at the rest of the field now catching up. Look at this, the 17's there, Flash 9's there. Here come Muck. Here, the rest of the field's going to be on top of him here in just one moment. Watch this stuff. Side by side, still getting it done for the race for the lead. Oh, man. Nothing but drag racing, some bumpings, some rubbing, some racing. This is an excellent battle toward the front right here. Again, coming back around side by each. 14 holding strong. How long can the 14 hold that bottom? Woo! As now the 9 car is starting to get a little wiggle. Oh, 12 car maybe looking for a 3 wide. Oh, no. Okay, now he's starting to gain. 9 car clears. Here comes the 12 on the outside with the 24, the 17, and the 47. Now we're starting to roll here, folks. Got some good action, all packing that up right here. This is all for the lead. These guys not messing around right now. It's stage 2. They want them points. They want to get this thing squared away. They realize how fast and how easy it was to go a lap down. So these leaders are going to make sure they stay all over the leader so they don't go that lap down. As you see the battle just intensifying now toward the top, as the 47 is now trying to find his way underneath the 24 of Timac. Still riding along with Marley. Marley just giving us the best picture of this whole battle right now. Man, we're going to stick with him because he's got himself a pretty fast car and he's moving this thing through. Definitely going to look for these guys' slider settings at the end of this thing and what adjustments they're making, because whatever adjustments they just all made, woo, hats off to you because we're getting it done now. All right, here we go. Looking underneath again, the 14 cooled off his tires, looking for another run. Can't quite get it. Now starting to line up a little bit more toward the front, which if you see why, they're anticipating what's coming up in front of them. Not cars, folks. So, So it's better to line up and try to get past them one at a time than, if they're going side by side trying to pass. Again, this track doesn't really like 3 wide. I've seen it done, but I ain't gonna recommend it. I mean, that's definitely listening to bad spotters, all right? If you're trying to go 3 wide here at Bristol. Oh yeah, if you're trying to realize what a bad spotter's. Woo! Underneath the 41, he's like, I don't know which way to go, because he just got everybody coming in on. That's a scary moment too. I'll tell you what, folks. Being that lap car and having that coming at you, all right? I was like, you don't know where to, do you want me to all just let me pull over and stop, all right? I mean, and then you can't even do that. If you pull over and stop, man, oh, no. The biggins, yeah. Now the 14 pulls out in front of the 9 car. Great battle. Now side by side with the 9 and the 12. 12's now underneath, but look at this, the 47 on the outside trying to give a little help to the 9. Maybe, or just trying to find a place to run, as the 12 car is still holding the bottom. Yeah, what a great view that the 12 cars have been giving us throughout this entire run. You see this is the front of the field right here, all back to about 7th position. You see, it looks like long shot right there, bringing up the rear of this fast pack right here. Now the 14 starting to get out and march out a little bit. Yeah, Marley clears, gets underneath the 9 finally, and then now trying to march in and see if he can set his sights on the 14, as Marley is hella fast tonight. Go get some. It's good to hear too, because like I said, Marley, your thoughts and prayers go out to him. He had some medical stuff go on this week, so great to see him in the car and doing rather well. Whatever the doctors did, man. Woo! All right? Yeah. What they did was they got in there and rewired his brain a little bit. Man, he's on it now. Look at this, trying to hunt down the 2nd place car. This is the battle toward the front. You see all of the cars, even back to about the 8th position right there, all running it tough. Got Timac down there on the bottom, as now the 17 and them are battling. Here comes the 47. Now to the outside of the 12 car. 12 car right there, holding tough. Woo! 47 with the run. Oh, we got the 14s around. Oh no! Leaders around into the wall. Just seen a glimpse of it on our screen as they go flying by. New leader, Marley, 12 car. Bad fast Marley getting her done. But he's under all kinds of attack by Flash 9. Flash 9 right there. Now he want to get up in this thing. I'm not sure what happened to the 14, if he got into some scuffles with a lap, or if he got loose. It'll happen. These things will step out on you, especially after these tires start to wear a bit. As you see lap car up there, a little raise action to the wall, jumping to the bottom. See what kind of clearing he's going to be able to get. Ooh, a little flick to the bumper of the 12 car leader as he comes around. And no, here comes the 47 with the run. 47 looking low, but Marley trying to hold him up on the outside with the momentum. Oh, drag race. Here it is, Ford and Chevy battle. Yeah, I got to bring that one up. Marley now fending them off. Great line. Nice exit right here, down the backstretch, just hauling the nail. Drifter up nice and wide, try to get that swoop and get her to stick as she come out. Launching right here. Oh, contact a little bit more toward the back, but man, that's just some Rubbins racing right there as they went side by side. These tires are, again, starting to wear. Look at the 17. He got wiggles loose, trying to keep it on the leaders right here. As Marley, Bad Fast Marley, getting her done in P1. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Again, tires are starting to wear, and he has a lot of heat in the kitchen right now by the 47. 47 all over that bumper. He ain't giving him an inch. any closer, and that 47 is going to be up there driving that 12 for him. And he got that bumper pretty much connected, and you know that's what. And also he'll lose that grip from not having the downforce that he needs on there. As he gets that outside front right there, gets some awesome momentum coming around high on the outside. Woo, man, this is a great battle out there. Let's drift back just a little bit, back to Mucka, FRRCO. Oh, look at this, and we got Timac and Mucka battling it out right now. This is for that 5th and 6th positions. Got Mucka in that 5th position, Timac in that 6th position. And it looks like Timac looking for that low line there, trying to get that momentum to get past that 2 car. Still nothing to manage quite yet, as Mucka just a little raise to the wall. That's going to slow his momentum up enough, maybe for the 24 to commence the move, and maybe successfully gets it done. See Mucka now just getting a little wicked loose there, saves it, and back at it again. All right, now viewing area, we got Shadow right here getting her down here. Ooh, a little too much. As he was coming out, I was 1 and 2. Again, he was starting to see these cars getting upset, like mad upset, that upset. Ouch, into the wall. Oh, the 47's around. Oh no. Man, we got all kinds of stuff going on here. We need to find our leaders and get back to him. Or at least that looked like the 47. Maybe it wasn't the 47. All right, let's find him. Here we go. All right, we got our view here on the start-finish line. About 13 laps remaining in stage 2. You see our leader pass right there. There he goes. So that's the 14 car. That is our race leader. So let's go over to our race leader and see exactly where he be at. There he is. All right. So race leader right now. This thing is, the stage 2 is coming to an end. Let's see how many laps we got left remaining here, folks. Give us one moment. Looking at about 10 laps remaining in stage 2. With NASCAR food for a minute here. NASCAR looks like he's got himself a little bit of company. NASCAR is in that 2nd position, so it's battle for that top spot for a 2nd runner-up here. 3rd place looking low right now. It's just going to enable the 14 to stretch it out just a little bit more. Here comes the 47 of Flash 9 now, moves himself into the 3rd position. Underneath the 19 of Ryan Shrek. Here comes Bad Fast Marley in that 12 car. Still in the top 5, maintaining a great run. All right, so let's go back, recap here. So I believe the 47 now is our race leader. We've got a lot of track maneuvering here. Now let's get over to the 47 and look back from him. There he is. On who's who, where's where. So the 47's our race leader. Sorry about that. Trackers. Wish we had. Well, we have our version of, but man, it'd be nice to have a little running order going across the screen. All right, Flash 9, our race leader. Trying to get that stage win. He's been doing himself just an amazing job in NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series through the drop of the green flag first race. And you see him running up there, winning himself a handful of races. Pretty impressive stuff with Flash 9 and his abilities and talents. Running in a custom and now a fixed showing the differences between the two. I'm still trying to figure out the differences between the two here, Flash. All right, because you're making it look pretty good, bro. All right, so we got Flash 9 up on deck in P1 as he's coming into a lot of traffic. Race is winding down here. We're in stage 2. Got a handful of laps coming up here. Left yet, we got 47 right there on deck. And there it is, yep. Into stage 2. Flash 9, our winner. Getting your done, yeah! All right, Flash. 47, Chevy. Good power. Ooh, so Marley gets that second position, it looks like. And the 6 car of NASCAR Oof is in the 3rd? Timac possibly in the 4th. We're going to see right now. That is a firm 47, 12, 9, 2, 24, 11, 17. All right, so Flash 9 going to get it done. Not bad. Bad fast Marley right there in the 2nd position. NASCAR King in that 3rd. We see Mucka in the 4th. Timac in the 5th. We got Barry in the 6th. Shadow 7th. Ryan Shrek 8th. Daha in the 9th. And NASCAR in the top 10. All right, folks, here we go. Stage 3. Yeah, we got a little bit of racing in this one. All right, so we're looking at fuel-wise, 86 laps in the tank, I believe, around there. 85 laps, 120. So we'll see if people are going to split, if they're going to do something. We got someone who just missed pit, or you know, must not have got there required. Jumped in there, get it done real quick. As you've got dropping the green flag right now. Flash 9 on deck. Up in P1. Marley right there on his bumper, though. He's looking to take back that lead. Marley had himself a fast hot rod. See if he made himself any more adjustments that may be able to take down that 47. 47 is really strong throughout tonight. Getting that stage win. Now leading us off into stage 3. Just in case you're tuning in, folks, this is Left Turn Broadcasting. Yes. NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series, Bristol, Maine. It's an amazing racing. Stage 2 was just fantastic all the way through. The top 10 were just, oh man, looked like that was a 37. Possible contact into maybe some wall action, I'm not sure. That may have been the 37, I'm not sure. But, whew. Saw some car a little loose and sideways. Now there is no cautions in tonight's race, so this is a run what you brung type of a thing and keep pointed the right direction. Dodging the lap cars, being patient. That's what this type of a race will show who has what. Not only if you're fast and you're out front, sure, that's great. But what happens when you go up on a lot of traffic, how are you going to be able to manage your passes and whatnot. So let's drift back just a little bit to the 9 car, NASCAR King. He looks like in the 6th position right now. You see the battle for the top 5. Trying to find that outside of Timac, but Timac ran right there in the middle. Just kind of doing himself a good job pulling him up, which is making his car like 3 cars wide. The 9 car now still struggling to try to find himself a line around the 24, but you got a little bit of contact toward the back there. It looked like the 88 and the 77, you know, rubbing or racing back there. The 88 of Bowman Nation and the 17 of Shadow. Put on a really good show tonight as well. Talk about good shows though. Look at the 47 just out there, just scooting away. Hey man, I'm going fast. You got Bad Fast Marley, Front Wheel Racing. Get it done for NOSSCAR here, and he is in that 2nd position. High right there. Lots of battle right here. Here comes a 14. 14 to Baronet. You know, Baronet, he's been fast all night. 14 has something to offer up here. I think he's going to need to get some clean air to get it done. But he's going to have to get past his 12 car. Not going to make it easy, as they're just tracking behind the 47. 47 starting to pull away just a little bit, really enjoying that clean air. But that's going to change here shortly when they start running into some of that lap traffic again. We got Mucka right there in that 2 car, sitting there in that 4th position. Timac in the 24 car, top 5er. Really tight battle with the top 5-ish. And then you see 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th right back there. Everyone's there. So it'll take a slip up of something, and those cars, like you just seen the back screen right there, car connecting with wall. All right, it ain't the opposite, wall connecting with the car. No, the wall ain't going nowhere, cars. And that will slow you up, and that is what your driver's looking for, the consistency. Mucka to the outside, putting on it. Yeah, in it, above it. Moving himself into that third spot. Here it comes. FRR now taking over 1, 2, and 3. Well, no, Flash is like a mutant. So yeah, Flash is like a mutant. He kind of like runs like everything and stuff. So yeah, he's just like on his own planet, which is nice. Look at some Flash. Caleb speeches as he gets around two lap cars, clean and safe, and continues forward. Now it's going to be the second and third place's turn to get underneath the E10. Looks like he's going to go high, and the 6 car. Possibly, yes, 6 car NASCAR who've also gone lap down, so they're going to try to make their way by. Ooh, contact with the 17 and 9, keeping it pointed the right direction as they get around the 10 car. 10 car now clear of the leaders at the moment, and these guys will get back to racing, kind of, because now the 6 car's turn. Ooh, 6 car up high to the outside. Let's see how they all make it by. Everyone dives to the bottom, trying to get that outside lane open and clear for the 6 car to get himself to the back of that line. Does, clears, looks like everybody's good to go. Still battling right now. This is for second position, and you see a flash right there on your screen. Yeah, no pun intended. That was Flash 9 right there, and then that pink machine, the hot rod getting it done, that pink and white. Still, now starting to stretch his lead out even more. About a second or so. But as the battle continues for the second position, now these are some Penske teammates over here in front row. They're going to work together and stay running together, or, you know, they go, who's going to point in the wrong direction. Now battle goes on again for the 2 car going into 14. This is all for second, third, fourth, and fifth positions, and you find the 24 now high to the outside, trying to take the 2 car over. Mucka holding the bottom, starting to see a little more wiggle out of his car. These tires are starting to wear. We will be seeing a green flag pit stop in this run. Left turn broadcasting coming at you. All kinds of NOSSCAR, Platinum Cup Series, BRISTOL, 50%. And man, we got a good build on deck tonight. 18 cars on this half-mile track, high degree banking, and all kinds of little bangings and beatings when it comes to this racing. Car looking good. Sargent now looked like he may heat up his tires a little bit. That's what was happening. Now he's looking in on the 14. 14 is now this is battle for the third, fourth, and fifth, I believe. No, I'm sorry, fourth. Yeah, second, third, and fourth right here. So it looks like Bad Fast Marley may have got himself into some pit strategies, possibly. Because, you know, again, there is no caution, so you don't have to worry about caution coming out, messing up your strategy. You want to split your run type of thing, go half on half, run this thing to the end, be light on your fuel, suppressions, and be all kinds of rocket fast. Not rocket, you know, rocket racing. Yeah, the setups too, folks. Look for them. If you're an iRacer, rocket racing. Going to all kinds of shouts. They've been doing a really good job over there. When it comes to NASCAR heat, look over at LTB Garage. Got Bad Fast Marley over there, just madman, putting together some cool cars. Fast ones. Look at him. I mean, he's messing with some sliders today. He's up there leading, running top 5. Yep. Nobody. Oh, he's got a huge crew right behind him though. All Fellow Racing backing up LTB. And NOSSCAR, of course, just a plethora of drivers out here putting on the best show they possibly can. Everybody doing a pretty well job so far. So we will be having strategies, I believe, unfolding here soon. Just tune into this one. Oh man, holding tough right here. Domination to 77. 77 just decided to go for the full send and gustos into the 6. Uses him for the as the turn. Good go. Makes it though. He cleared it. He made the turn. All right, sitting on board with the 24 car Timac. Timac in that 4th position, barreling down on the 2nd and 3rd positions here as Flash 9 has excelled and has taken off. I mean, he's definitely set sail. There ain't no joke about that one. So there's one extremely talented esports driver here at Flash 9. Let's go ahead and jump over to him. Tuning in with Flash 9. It looked like he got himself some company ahead of him. Look at this. Woo! He's already getting by some company right now. Flash 9 the leader, but he is coming up on some treachery. 10 car in the 77. You've seen him earlier, banging some doors. They're going to make it easy on him. 83 laps remaining in tonight's race. These will click down pretty quickly. It's half-mile track. Looking at lap times of 16 seconds. Here comes Flash 9 now coming into some lap traffic. Ooh, the 9 car was up there running right there with them, but now we've seen him falling back. Whoa, looks like the 77, and oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's see how he's going to get clear of this. 10 car now coming up on him. 10 car on the bottom, lets him clear. All right, 47 now coming up on the 77. And then it's going to be up on the 9 car. Now this is our race leader right here, folks. 47 and Flash 9 trying to clear lap traffic. We're going to see clear, then he's going to have some clear sailing ahead of him after that. You see back there just a little bit further coming out of 3 and 4. You'll see him here in a minute. Coming out of 3 and 4 now. Yeah, momentarily. But yeah, that's where 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So Flash is just on himself a terror right now as he's looking to try to pass the 77. Now this is where anything can happen. Underneath, Flash clears the group. All in one swoop too. Good job for him. Alright, trying to pull back just a little bit, so kind of battling that is underway. Molly was sitting up in that 2nd, 3rd position. See him battling right now with Showtime. Banging some doors right there. Boom! A little more banging some door. All right, 75 laps remaining in tonight's race. Obviously, we're at Bristol. I mean, that's a given. We got NOSSCAR Platinum Cups here. Just getting it down big time with this Go Fast Short track. Malcolm flying his spider car right there. See him flying in, utilizing that banking, drifting her up a little high, bringing her back around. Close to the wall on his exit. And you've seen these cars starting to move around a lot. Yeah, that's some tires giving up on them. Now this is where the driver really comes into play as we drop in on the 77 and the 10 car. These guys have been around each other pretty much the entire night. like the battle's going to continue. Ooh, Bowman trying to get underneath the 42. Contact there. 42 able to get away just a little bit, but it ain't done. Woo! Contact and some beatings. 88, but I hope you don't cut a tire down. All right, let's see if we can stroll a little more through the field and see what other kind of show we can get into. Hey, let's find some. All right, timeback now. 6-car, NASCAR. Clears them without issues or incidents. Oh, NASCAR. Yeah, NASCAR. So you see him without incident. Timeback now find himself into that 3rd position. All right. Flying right now. He's right on that high line to be very advantageous to his run. He gets to the bottom. Whoa, 42! Oh, trying to come into pit lane and look like the 42 spun her. Oh man, that will slow him up. Like I was just describing, folks, it's all about not just about racing these cars and dodging this and dodging that and whatever you got to get done out here on the track, but it's also bringing the dang thing into pit lane. Look at that steep transition into flat right there, and you're trying to blow and slow her up, and then when you come out, you got a low shift. You got thing. Don't try to torque out too hard. As look at this. So Flash is actually in the 2nd position. As a 14 now, I believe takes over the lead. So this is interesting how all this is playing out. Strategy, strategy, strategy. 14 now up on deck as our race leader. See everybody, getting those 4 fresh feel goods, and they're going to be feeling great for a minute. There's always going to be other ways to short stop your pit stop, if you will. If you do have that damage, you really don't care too much about getting it fixed, because it just it'll get a little more meat in the bang anyways. You can opt to not fix that. Shorten your, now will it diminish on your overall speed? Sure. But compared to what you'll gain, so it's time on track. So you try to manage all of that stuff in your head while you're running this thing. Checking your lap time, seeing where you're faster, where you're slower, adjusting your run accordingly, and managing those tires. You want to, now you got a good feel of what your car can do throughout its run, what the tire wear is. So that'll also help you adjust when it comes to when you want to make that strategy call for your pit strategy. So a lot of these drivers, you got to, if they were paying attention to get and doing what, oh man, 10 car around in the middle of the track, more contact. 9 car gets to the 14, our leader gets into it, and he has damage. Will that slow him up? These cars can overheat, folks, if they get too much damage in that nose. You got not a lot of racing, but enough left for that to make a difference. As we're coming in, 50 laps left for maintenance, nice race. This thing will be over here 20. Oh, minutes as we get maybe sooner for the 14. That continues. Woo! And he's just trying his darndest right now to get himself by this lap traffic, but these guys are all kinds of wiggles. Going from the top to the bottom, not really, focused on a certain line, so it's going to make it very difficult for these leaders to come flying basketball fast, like, to judge on where to time that pass and how. See the 77 now coming back down low. yeah, how does he, 14 get past that? Now 77 come back down low again. Blocking that 14. It's our race leader. Trying to get around. Still holding him off. Now trying to get him up to the high side, trying to find that bottom. But the 14 needs to clear him. He needs to clear him fast. When he gets up to him, he needs to set this run up so he can just dart past him real quick, get around there. Hopefully the 77 will blow up and let him pass. Oh, sorry, now 51 laps remaining, folks. Sorry about that. We're a little off on our lap count there. All right, so far the 14 is still up on it. Now still trying to find his way past the 77. But why this is happening, those other cars are going to be gaining. So it looks like we have Timac now getting his servicing done, coming at lap 50. All right. That will be his final and only stop, I believe, for tonight's race. Timac here as we watch him come out of pit lane and get up to speed here. So, like I said, got in there, got it fixed. Got his tires, fuel, and whatnot, what he needs. Right now, he's riding in that 6th position, but we're cycling through pit strategies at the moment. So, we're going to be seeing the rest of the field eventually come into pit. So this is where it's going to be mixed up just a little bit, as everybody's going to be playing out their strategies as everything's unfolding. Brian Streck did for him. Looked like he had himself all kinds of handfuls going on there. Okay, 14 still our race leader. And our race tracker, Timac, who is in that 6th position, and running himself a really good race. 45 laps remaining in tonight's race. As looks like the 14 now coming in. Ooh, see how much he had to blow that thing up? That might have hurt him a little bit too, because he got on those brakes pretty hard, and he slowed that thing down. But this is 35 mile an hour for the pit entrance, pit lane. So at least he gets in there. Hopefully no black flagging right now. Got it down, slowed up, mowed up. Gonna get those 4 fresh field goods, get himself the rest of his go-go juice to get him to the end, and see how he's gonna come out. Drop over to Flash. Now Flash is up there running toward the front as well. But we're going to be looking to see how everybody's dialing this thing out here. And yes, so Flash 90 is now our race leader. And here comes Barry's out now. And we'll see where they're at into on track position wise. Slick back here. So Flash already got himself his tires, and Barry got his just recently. He's going to have some pressures at the end of this thing. And I think that's what he's looking for. Give him that extra get up and go to get past that 47 and get up to him. Got the 10 car locked down. That's could potentially slow the 47 up as 14 is right with Timac now, though. So this is 3rd and 4th positions right now. Marley in that 2nd position. And see if they can track down that leader. So here is the battle right here for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th positions. That 14 is running a fast-paced race. He's looking to continue forward and do some more on the outside. Look at that. Trying to make it stick and squeezing as this is getting hot right here. The heat has definitely turned up on this one. It's a battle for that second position right now. It's Timac underneath. Still door to door with the 12 car. 12 car holding it on the outside. Timac now is going to clear. 12 car is going to fall back just a little bit, but these guys are all right here to throw positions back and forth. They're all equally as fast. Now the 12 car looks down low as the 14 car of Barry comes. Looks high, looks low, playing a little pick view in his rear view mirror. Now we know that 14 has been fast. And now does a juke move, dives to the bottom, trying to get it to stick, and he's going to need more than that. Ooh! Little wiggle and wobble by the 24. That could slow up his minute, but look at this. Going to utilize the 10 car as a pick. Clears the 24. And he gone. All right, so now it's up to the 14 if he can track down the 47. And if he can track down the 47, can he get past it? Because now he's starting to pull a little bit more forward. And clear the 24 as we get deeper into the last run of tonight's race. 31 laps remaining in stage 3 tonight. Tonight's race coming to a close. Bristol NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series putting on one heck of a show. All brought to you by LTB. Chris Paulhamus, aka Trod, right here, your race broadcaster, bringing you all the hot action as the 14 is trying to keep digging. Oh, we got contact to the wall, and he's gonna jerk and slow up just a little bit as we're gonna jump on board with Clash 9, our race. .47 now to the bottom. Clears a lap car and going to continue forward. Now setting the sights on the 17. Going to figure out how he's going to clear them. Now 47 looks like he got himself a wee bit of damage there. Is that going to will and slow him up just a little bit? We don't know. Doesn't seem like it, because it seems like he's just getting it done right now. As Timac now finds himself into that second position. So we can get on over to Timac whenever I find him here. There he is. All right, second place right here. Timac now. Okay, so let's look forward of Timac to see if he is gaining on the 47. It's 1.2 back, it looked like. As we are looking over top of him. Oh, so no, it looks like it's Barry right now that is our race leader. He's 1.2 ahead of him. So we have strategies underway here. Again, more of them. All right, so Barry takes over our race lead. Back on point. This guy has been on fire tonight, man. He's doing a great job. Doing some really good work out here. Smooth pace, doesn't get rattled when everybody was on him. Kind of rolls with the punches, and looks like he's pretty patient when it comes to this lap traffic or whatnot, and making his way through. Now we got Timac sitting there in that second position. Can he run him down? As we were sitting with the 14 car, our race leader. See Timac come into your screen back there. So we'll smart him out again. Comes to 14 now, looking underneath, trying to get into 2 car. Does 2 cars to the outside. That's a gentleman-like move there. Make sure the leader is clear. Good luck. 14 continue. But I'm sure the 24 is like, oh man, hold them up a little bit. See, there's 24 right there. So yeah, 24's well, yeah, 1.2 back, I believe. So he's still holding his pace. Barry's not getting any further away, but it didn't seem as if the 24 is gaining on him. And we'll here see what happened with Flash 9. I mean, we'll have to get the story on the end of that one because he was up there running this thing, and then we saw the flip in our tracking. Checking in on leader-wise clearing. Lap trap coming up on a little bit more, but he's clear after that. So we'll see. Hopefully nothing happens here. Looks like we got the 6 NASCAR. Holds it to the bottom. That's a leader go by. Another good move there. And now the leader is nice and clear, like. Be getting it done. All right, so it looks like possible pit. So maybe the 12 car, might have been the 12 car. No, there's a lot of car flying around here right now, seeing the paint schemes. But all right, let's check out the second place, the 24 Timac. And then we have the third place right there, the 14, or no, the, so let's see if we can kind of spot them out here and see who could potentially be in that third position. All right, so we're just gonna drop it on KB Showtime for a moment. So, wow. All right, folks, so we're going to get back over to our race leader. This thing, we're inside the 10 right now as we're just kind of looking for our, some battling going on. But it does look as if the 14 of Barry is on point right now. We are 8 laps remaining in tonight's race. Barry in the 14, Barry Nate. Barry Nate right there. He's been just running himself an awesome program all the way through tonight's race. He started up front, stayed up front. He's had to come through the field a little bit, but but everyone's come through the field due to the lap traffic or whatnot. So always having to, have a heads up. See the 14 now. Look underneath the 12 car. Clears him, continues forward, leaving it on Barry for this final run of 5 laps left. We got Timac in that second position, but our man on point right now, man of the hour, is that 14 of Barry Nate. Man, running himself a really smooth run. You know his nerves must be rattled right now. Hoping he doesn't make one mistake, nothing, because the only person who can really beat him right now is himself. And I've said that before, and all of a sudden, woo, something happened. Right now, he's trying to hold himself in goodwill as we got 3 laps remaining in tonight's race. Left Turn Broadcasting proudly bringing you NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series as they tackle the big bad Bristol. 2 laps. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Keep her nice and steady like, keep her off the wall, keep her out of trouble, and you'll be all right. It looks like he got it. P1, congratulations, Barry Nate, with his win at NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series, getting it done in Bristol. Congratulations to him. Man, he ran a really good program, fast car, lots of talent behind that wheel. Look for him to do big things through this season. Congratulations again to number 14 of Barry Nate. Putting that Ford Mustang in victory lane. Yeah, I said it, Marley. Yeah. Good job, though. Good run. Lots of that. There's some exciting battling right there, especially in stage 2. Definitely my ultimate favorite of tonight's race. My favorite part of tonight's race was definitely stage 2. It looked like that was just epic battling all the way through. Really, really cool, fun stuff. And then, stage 3, of course. Stage 1, a little more lined out. Everyone's still filling out their cars, and I think it's, they need that first pit stop. Really get those things tuned and adjusted. Let's go ahead and bring us over to tonight's post-race show. All right, folks, welcome on in. Here we are. All right, so we got everybody up on deck. You see them over here. Let's bring up tonight's winner once we find him, if he does get up. But let's bring up the second place, Ty Mac, and he will give us an insight on Barry and if he will be able to make it in to Discord tonight. All right, we're just waiting real quick for comms up. Well, we got Flash 9 here. Let's haul up at Flash. Flash, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, buddy. You got me?
Ah, yeah. Hell yeah, I do. But, dude, what a good race tonight. That was some battling, bro. That was seriously some solid battling going on, especially in stage 2, on the edge of our seats right there. Whew. I mean, you had yourself a heck of a car. You're out there, just taking over, taking some lead laps out there, setting sail for a while. Give us a rundown on your program there, bud, and how you finished.
Excuse the language, but that car was bad freaking ass, man.
Yeah!
Car drove for presets. I don't think I could have asked for it to drive any better. And first stage, had someone wreck right in front of me after I took the lead and had to, I think, restart 8th for stage 2, drove back up to the lead again. And stage 3, just tried to set sail and got caught up in another mess that happened right in front of me, and that was pretty much the end of my race. So
okay, so is that what happened? I was confused because we were kind of going through the field, and then because you were gone, dude. And then all of a sudden it was the 14 that was up there. So okay, that's kind of what I figured happened because you just had yourself hot rod all day.
Yeah, car's great. I think we had 7 or 8 second lead at the time, and just had nowhere to go and nosed it on the inside wall, and it was about 12 seconds of damage to fix. It didn't really matter if I fixed it or not, so just kind of rode around and tried to make it a clean race. Barry Nate was real fast as well. Congrats to him. And I had a really good battle with Marley there for stage 2. That was really fun. And there's some great battles. I mean, it was, and you could also tell the guys who were not handling so well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys did, dude. There was a side-by-side battle in stage 2 for the lead that it went on forever. And then everybody started gaining, and then the party got bigger and bigger and bigger. And you're like, oh no, what's gonna happen? And then you guys ran up on a roadblock, more or less, because you had some lap cars running side by each, and you were able to. And then basically, the leaders, being as smart as you guys were, it seemed like y'all went back like single file for a minute in there to get past those guys, and then out again. It was really good to see you guys controlling those cars the way you were, and putting on quite the show.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see how the top 3 finishers, how they describe how the race went.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And let's go ahead and jump on over to them as soon as they are all in. There we go. All right, let's bring up the homie. That's it. Okay, Barry Nate, our race winner. There he is. He's in now. Barry, you got a copy?
I do.
All right. Congratulations on your win tonight, my man. Woo! Good job for
Appreciate
you, dude. You were putting it down with all kinds of heat in the kitchen tonight. Extreme battling, especially with that side-by-side that was going on forever, dude. I was just stoked with everybody's performance, and yours really blew me away. Give us a rundown in your car, first of which, for the fans, of course, and the other drivers, on, enlighten us on what preset you started with, if you don't mind, and the best adjustment that you made that really made that car come to life or continue to bring it to life.
Yeah, I ran a preset 5
Okay.
because typically a 4 wears the right front and then it just doesn't turn. So then you get that feeling of loose off, so you spin out. So I ran a 5. First stage was, pretty good, but Flash 9, dude, man, he was a good 2/10 faster than the whole field, like on that long run. And, there was an incident with someone. I ended up winning the first stage. Stage 2 was a really good battle, but once I cleared the lead, I had a moment off of turn 4 and got into the wall. So I ended up finishing 6th for that stage, and then for the final stage, just getting back up there, I actually went up on the wedge a couple clicks, and it really handled well. I messed with the right rear pressure because to help the loose off. And
so you dropped the tire pressure?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Drop that tire pressure. Nice.
Yeah. So Martinsville, we just had before this race, there was an incident just like that, with the 2. I feel like this race with no cautions and all, you have to kind of wish that you don't get wrecked or you don't wreck yourself, especially with these short tracks. I mean, in this game particularly, and the short tracks just don't handle the best on presets. Custom setups, you could run them pretty good, but presets are kind of, iffy on it. But it was a good race, solid battle, especially in stage 2. I mean, there was a whole pack there.
That was awesome. I was so stoked with that, man. I'm serious. We were going nuts in the booth, and I'm sure the fans were out of their seats as well. But on your green flag pit stop, obviously crucial when it comes to that stage 3. How did you conduct your pit strategy? Looked like you came on the brakes real hard, slowed her up and loaded her up. I believe we're on you when you came in. Have you practiced that throughout the week, or when it comes to bringing that car in, and then of course bringing her, getting her out of pits? If you can give a little quick description on how treacherous that was.
Well, I don't really practice pit road entry. I feel like I've done this long enough to where I can understand when to brake and where to brake. With this game, I feel like the best thing to do is brake when you're on the track and then roll onto the apron once you're slowed down, or else you'll end up getting loose once you get onto the apron. And, I got screwed over in a league because of that, a few days ago. So I learned my lesson the hard way from that. But yeah, a really aggressive pit road entry. I ran the car longer so that I'd have tires advantage at the end. Once I came out, just clear open track, so I was able to get on pretty easily. Ty got the lead because he pitted about 8 to 10 laps before me. So he had passed me, and then I ran him back down and just, trying to be clean, not run people over. You got to have a lot of patience with the short tracks, especially this one. It's very hard to pass.
Oh, absolutely.
And we had the tire advantage on him, and, we got around him when the lap car of the 10 car came up, and we used him as a pick, and we just pulled away from there. Got lucky.
Yeah, we seen that utilizing that 10 car as a pick. We called that one out too. That was a genius move right there. So, seeing your planning that, and that was executed perfectly. So can't go wrong with everything that you did tonight. You did yourselves a fantastic job. Getting up there, battling it out, fighting off the pressure as it came up to you, but then managing your program throughout the entirety of tonight's race, which puts you in that position, regardless of anything that happens on track, to take that victory. I mean, you had yourself hot rod all the way through and through. Yes, Flash was hecka fast, man. He was doing real himself. The typical Flash, flashing his way around the track. Man, you are right there. You're giving all kinds of battling. How you hold your lines inside, the inside as opposed to outside. That side by side battling that you're doing, in very, very impressive driving. for you tonight, man. So congratulations once again to the 14, and of course my man Barry right here, Barry Nate, getting her done with tonight's P1 at Bristol, baby. Good job, dude. So stoked for you, my man.
Appreciate it.
You got it. Anybody want to give a quick shout out to before we roll over to second place? Oh, no, he skeeted out. All right, let's jump on over to Timac. Timac, my man. Oh, bringing her in. That second place finish, dude. Look at you go, bro. You had yourself one heck of a battle tonight. You had to start from, what, 13th position or so, right? Or around there. And then you had you work your way through the field, through all of that, plus the battling that was underway. Oh, man. Give us a description from your hot seat inside your car, bud.
Well, you gave a good one there. You're right. It was an up and down day for the 24 team. We started 13th. We worked our way forward slowly, but the hardest thing about the race was passing. It was hard to get down low with a good enough run and clear that car, or even just stay alongside them to complete the pass in the next corner. The outside line would just get such a huge run out of the corners, and it's something that we've seen a lot on NASCAR Heat 5, Heat 4, Heat 3 for that matter, but so I was expecting that, but that was the story of the race, in my opinion. For a while, there was 8 of us or 9 of us battling for the lead, single file there, stage 1 and stage 2, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Worked our way forward. I think we had a top 5 car all race long, but we didn't really get to show it until the final stage and maybe towards the end of stage 2. In the final stage, it's a longer stage, of course, than stage 1 and stage 2. And I don't know, it just seemed like the longer the run went, the faster the 24 car got, and we were able to make very minimal mistakes here tonight and finish in second. It's a playoff point in our point system, and couldn't be much happier than that. I believe 8th in stage 1, 5th in stage 2, and wow. Yeah, I had a great time battling with Baronade and Shadow and Bad Fast Marley. Flash 9 was quick. Long Shot won the pole. He was quick. NASCAR King. Yeah, there was a lot of fast drivers in this race tonight, and it was a lot of fun battling with them.
Oh, man, we've seen that battling going on, especially in stage 2. Like I said, my favorite. And it was like literally the top 10. Everybody stayed right there with each other. I mean, side-by-side racing. I don't know how long that battle went side-by-side for the lead. I mean, you would think it was something to lose the last lap, but it wasn't. I mean, everybody conducted themselves beautifully by, patience-wise, maintaining that throttle control to hold that line that you're committed to with all those cars being stacked around you, with, of course, being such a small track, 40 feet in width, all right? The straightaway is 500 or 650 feet. I mean, there's no room for error here and very little room for passing. And then, of course, you come across those lead lap, those lap down cars, and the way you guys maneuvered through there. Give us a quick insight on, of course, what you started with on your car, on what selection of slider that you used, your biggest adjustment, of course, and then the treachery with and the patience passing those lap down cars.
Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head. The 2 biggest keys to winning this race were the patience and maybe even the good decision making as well. Maybe also having a long run car. But I started on the preset 5 slider. It was a little loose the longer the run went. It was kind of perfect at the start of the run, but that's kind of when I realized that I would probably be in a little bit of trouble the longer the run went. Usually you want the car to start a little tight because it's going to come to you, and then by the end of the run it's a little too loose. So the fact that it started off kind of perfect and where I wanted it kind of worried me. So I went up on the wedge, I believe 3 or 4 clicks, went up on the grill tape, 1 click, and went up on the left side tire pressures, I think 2 or 3 pounds. Just to kind of tighten it up a little bit. I went down on the right rear tire pressure and up on the right front. I did a couple of different things here and there to try to get the car to rotate without being tight on entry and loose off. And by the end of the race, it was really rocking and rolling. Like I said, the longer the run went, seemed like the more the 24 car came to life.
Wow. So you see that, so hear that, drivers, that drive these presets. The differences of adjustments and lines that these guys were utilizing in tonight's race. You heard up on the tire pressures, down on the tire pressures, and different selections when it comes to that initial preset setup. So, man, really great information you guys are bestowing out there for those drivers. watching tonight's program. So really great job for you tonight, though, man. You put on one heck of a show, driving through the field the way you were doing, actually fighting your way through the field, because there was no driving through any field today. All right, there's nothing but a battle, and you did yourself one heck of one. And really, really stoked for you bringing home that P2 there, bud. You're on a roll, aren't you?
Thanks very much. A little bit, yeah. I got a top 5 earlier tonight at Martinsville and came home 3rd last week at Canadian Tire, and that's on the Left Turn Broadcasting Channel. And so, yeah, a little bit.
I was saying, because you back in the booth again, buddy. I was like, being in that podium seat. So really cool to see you back up in this thing as, sitting in that podium and continue your fight and challenge for this NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series, championship, bud. Really wish you the best.
I just like hanging out with you. Thanks a bunch, guys. Thanks a bunch for everything.
You got it. All right, let's bring up Shadow. Shadow, you got to... is Shadow make it in here? No, he did not. Bummer. That's all right. We're going to bring up Bad Fast Marley here, who was our 4th runner-up here. And let's get him a holler. Yeah, what's up, Marley? Thank goodness you're all right, number one. All right, good to see you back up here because, I kind of got your message a little late. And, you had me scared there for a minute there, bud. So, but you're going to have to give me the rundown later on. But glad to see everything's okay. And you obviously, you had yourself a heck of a car tonight. You got that 4th place finish. You're running up there toward, in the front. All right, got yourself that clean air, really styling that 12 car out. I mean, looked like you had a fast thing, even though it was a Ford. All right, I mean, great job.
It is a Penske Ford, and that's why it was fast. But to touch on what our race winner Baronate said, he's absolutely 100% right. All night battling at the end of the run, the car just getting so tight. He ran a 5 preset. Most people ran about a 5. I ran a 4. Just thinking maybe I'd be like, really being able to hit them lap times towards the end of the run and have that better long run car. But what happened, it was like perfect. Even after making adjustments all race, it was perfect in the beginning, and then, in the middle, and then towards the end of the run, it was just pushing tight in the center, which caused the loose off. So, I mean, we tried everything with pressures and wedge and whatnot. Had an epic battle in that second stage.
Oh, yeah.
With Baronate and NASCAR King, and Ty was there, and it was like the whole top 8 was under a blanket. I mean, it was just, and it's so hard to pass at Bristol. It was a lot of fun, a lot of talented drivers, and once all that kind of cleared up, then Flash, he was kind of in a class of his own. He caught up to me, and for 15 laps I made him work for it. I was not giving him that outside.
Right.
And he was door to door with me for I'd say 75% of those 15 laps before he finally made his way past. But we were 3rd in the first stage, 2nd in the second stage, and we were leading in the second and leading in the third there. It's just in that third stage I kind of jumped the gun a short pit a little bit too much because I had nothing to fend off Baronate and Ty when they caught up to me there, and they just blew by like I was a lap car. So but now we ended up bringing it home 4th, and it was a good run.
Yeah, very good run. Put on one heck of a show up there with all of them, and you were right about it being some very close combat and competition, especially in that stage 2. But you're wrong about it being a blanket, buddy. All right, that was more like a napkin status or toga of some sort. All right,
Yeah.
All right, because we're at Bristol 1, and it's already small out there, bro. And then you gonna be being like that? I mean, these cars are, whoo, dude. That was just impressive work being done by all of you guys out there. So really stoked to see all that. I'm sure our fans must have loved it because we were on fire.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was really good.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just, man, it's fun to watch. I mean, it's for great racing. I mean, the old style, some of those drivers, we were talking about it during the race, how the old style of Bristol was right around the bottom and bump and run. And, back in the Rusty Wallace and Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Spencer and all that. I mean, some really good racing. And now, since they changed it, it's all the high line. So it's, to pass, you got to hit the bottom. and it really hurts the drive off of 2 and 4. You know, when you try to get back in the gas, you get a lot of wheel spin, so it makes it even harder to pass on the bottom. So it makes for great racing, and you've seen a lot of that tonight.
No, absolutely, we did. We've seen a very diverse field. We've seen a spread out run in the beginning. Everyone trying to sort out their stuff. One, you know, need that first pit stop, because I really don't think that with those cars being as green as they were, you know, being on the presets, that you guys would have been able to really conduct that kind of toga style of racing in stage 2. But you know, so after that second, then oh man, woo! Get the blowtorch out, baby, because that thing just blew up. But I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was great. And then of
you'll
course,
notice that all the guys that finished up front, they're saying, "Hey, yeah, I ran a 5, I ran a 4."
Yeah.
You know, running a tighter setup, because they know they're not going to be quite as fast in the beginning, but you know, towards the end of the run, their car, they're going to be able to control it. And it also allows you to have great racing, because you're able to control your car. You know what it's going to do coming off the turns. And that's what, you know, these talented drivers do and they plan for.
Yep. Man, that's it. That's exactly it. That's where that talent comes into play, is not only be able to drive the car, but also plan for what it's going to do, you know, later on in those runs and whatnot. So, yeah, I think it was great racing all the way through and through. So really stoked with everybody tonight and getting it done, man. Really and stoked that you're good, that you're okay. So that's good news. And you brought us home a good car, huh? Even though it's Ford.
Hey, it actually looks like Shadow's in here, third place finisher.
Oh, Shadow did get up in here. All right, let's go ahead and holler over at Shadow real quick. Shadow, you got a copy.
Hello?
Yep, we got you, Shadow.
All right, cool.
All right, my third place finisher. All right, better late than never to the party, right, bud?
Yeah.
There you go, man. What a great run. You had yourself all kinds battling. You had that Sunny D17 that was really shining up there. You were battling it tough, and then for you to pull it all out at the end of it with that stage, with that third place finish, man. I mean, and that was some intense combat out there, dude. Seriously intense combat, and you managed to get it done. So you know, again, let's go with that same style of the question here on your car and what we selected, if you don't mind, and then of course, you know, your best adjustment, and you know, a little more of a quick highlight of your race from your cockpit, of course.
Well, the car definitely had a lot of speed. I think we could have ran with the leaders if we didn't start so far back, but still rallied to third, and only adjustment I made was a slight tire pressure adjustment, and that thing was on rails. And had a few incidents. Overall, great race, and brought it home third.
Dude, you can't go wrong. Seriously, yeah, because you're holding that outside line, you're holding the inside line. You felt really comfortable. It seemed as if you felt really comfortable in your car tonight, and it was showing. It was definitely showing. On now, how were you able to you know, plant your power the best, you think, coming out of those turns? Because it's coming in is one thing, but coming out was pretty crazy, especially when those tires were wore up. How were you able to, you know, in your style of driving, how were you able to plant that power to get around?
What I found the best thing to do was, once the tires start to wear, let it roll through the corners a little more, and don't floor it until the car is completely pointed straight, and you'll still have put down fast laps.
Nice, man. That's gold right there, baby. All right, dude. Seriously, that's what our drivers, you know, I'm sure that even everybody listen, they need this, you know, they need, they're like, hey man, how do I get this thing to stay straight? And man, all the hints and tips and tricks you guys can share with them, I'm sure they're going to be greatly appreciated. And you demonstrated that thing beautifully tonight too, by the way. Letting that thing rotate through, you know, getting the throttle in and that launch off, and then bringing it home in that P3, man. Congratulations getting that podium.
Thank you.
You got it, man. Anybody you want to throw a quick shout out to before we get on out of here?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Flash 9 after his wreck. He raced me real clean. Even though he had the faster car, he stayed behind me. So during the last run, because he was a lap down. So.
Wow, nice, man. That's
I really
candor.
appreciate that.
Yes, yeah, that's candor right there. Good candor right there in driving and drivers. So, really good stuff there. Well, hopefully we're going to see you next time, right? Get back up here in the booth, but just do it a little bit earlier, huh? No, it's all good, man. Take your time. Who cares, man? You got that P3. You good. So, but you're always welcome up in here. We hope to see you back again soon.
Thanks.
You got it, man. All right, let's go and touch base with Timac real quick one more time. Give us an insight of what we got going on for next week's race. Timac, you got a copy? All right, well, let's hear it over from Mucka real quick. Mucka, our 5th place finisher. But while we're waiting for Timac to jump on board, you got a copy?
Trying to come in.
Yeah, I got you. Man, dude, that 2 Penske Ford, dude, she was, I mean, damn all the whole thing when it comes to consistency and, you know, making your way up through the field, you know, ever so ginger-like and whatnot, right? No, absolutely 100% not, dude. You were like up in the middle of all of that. There was no, we're going to save tires and whatnot. Dude, whew, let me know what happened, man. How was that?
Very tiring. We did a 50%er at Martinsville right before this. That I ended up finishing second. Had a 15-minute break and then ran a 50%er at Bristol. So my arms and my mind is worn out after 20, 30 laps left to go in the race. I was just trying to hold on. I know, I finished 5th stage 1, 5th stage 2, and 5th stage 3. So I had a top 5 car all night. Can't complain. Apologies to Flash 9. I know he got into that big accident. He definitely had the car to win today. Did some great battling.
Yeah.
It's just great race.
Yeah.
Can't ask for more. Just keep putting in that top 5, Charm. That's what I do.
There you go, baby. There you go. Well, I was gonna say that one thing you possibly ask for. You said don't ask for. You couldn't ask for more. Maybe ask not to run 2 of the gnarliest short tracks in a row.
Yeah, back to back. Yeah, it was a rough night.
I bet.
Yeah.
Man, but that's epic stuff though, all the way through with you guys tonight, man. And stoked for your run. You've been on fire. You won last week. Now we're gonna see you try to hopefully come back win again this week over front row. And you got your top 5s, at Bristol, and then your second runner-upper at Martinsville. So man, you turning a corner over there, bud. It's good timing because we got that next season about ahead of us. So
yeah, no, I want to give a shout out to Timac. Congrats to the guys who finished in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Great racing out there. Great bunch of guys. It's a blast every Friday night.
Yeah, sure is, man. I'm having so much fun here in the booth, and I hope our fans are doing the same at their homes. So, man, but what a great style of racing tonight. Bristol, of course, can't go wrong. We're going to try Timac one more time. Timac, you got a copy? Thank you, Mac. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
There he is. All right, Timac. All right. Got Timac up on this joker. Timac, give us a quick, give us the gustos on what we're up against next week.
Oh, man. Okay, so next week we have Richmond and Talladega. We go short track racing, and then we go super speedway racing right afterwards. And we figured that we would have Talladega be the one broadcasted on Left Turn.
Okay. All right. I like that. Another daggers. And it should be a good one because do Talladega with you guys. Okay, this ought to be interesting. Yes. All right, big
It certainly was with Daytona, that's for sure. 2 and 3 wide, a lot of different leaders in that one.
Absolutely, 100%. So we're literally going from the shortest track to the biggest track. All right, so really stay tuned for this crazy madness. Oh man, this is going to be great. Talladega, here we go. This super of all super speedways. This is the Mac Daddy of them all. You went to the Mac Daddy of the short track. Now we're going to go to the Mac Daddy of the super speedways. Really stoked, dude. So stoked. All right, so we'll be getting that one done. Anything else we need to go over real quick, Mac? We're about ready to send these folks on their way.
I think we are about at that time. Just wanted to thank everybody for tuning in, and hopefully we put on a good show for you as we were all in one big pack battling for the win there, and it was a lot of fun behind the wheel of these cars for you.
It was epic battling up there with you guys, watching you guys just go nuts, man. That was just so much fun. Great job from everybody tonight when it comes to the NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series. super stoked for their finishes and their racing. Until next time, folks, we're going to go ahead, let you get on out of here. Keep her tuned and stay tuned, and we'll see you again. Keep pointing the right direction. Till next time.
That's what we about. Just feel the warm breeze. Living young and wild and free. The sun, ocean, on an island where no one can find me. The sun, ocean, sipping on some rum. The sun, ocean, on an island where no one can find me. The sun, ocean, in the party just begun.